You know, they say you're not a good painter if you don't get paint on yourself. And I think if the degree of filth that I've accumulated in the first couple of days of Posse Week is any indication, I'm really getting into this. And we've got a huge day ahead today. We've got to find some loot, and we've got to kill some outlaws.
The Outlaws have jumped out to a 4-0 lead, so we're going to try and lie low, find some loot bags, and just enjoy the ride. Horseback riding is really what makes this entire game so much fun.
I love the horse that I was on today. He's a very gentle horse, and I've learned some things from Preston with the horses, and it's a quarter horse I'm riding, and he's wonderful.
I haven't been out in country like this before, and I've never been able to ride a horse, just go ride it. So those two things, I mean, there's no better way to see country like this than from the back of a horse.
Lindsay, our guide, has been fantastic. I mean, just when my heels aren't pointed down riding, she's on me. Oh, Brad, heels down. And then when we get to camp, she kind of takes on a little bit of the motherly role. You know, does anybody need wet wipes? Does anybody? But at the same time, she's rough and tough and ready to get in a gunfight just as quick as we are. So she's been great. Couldn't have asked for a better guide. Maybe Preston if she's watching this, but.
Oh, it goes back to years and years ago as a kid. You know, when I was riding around the neighborhood woods with my friends, we were always trying to play tag and that sort of thing. So I think that may have been kind of the start of it. And then just a lot of hours riding around the range, looking at a cow's butt, thinking on it. While we were working cattle and trying to come up with some idea. But basically, it's just kind of a childhood dream that finally at 40-some years old, I get to go out and play it.
And whether you come out here just to get away and enjoy the beautiful scenery, or you love horseback riding, one thing's for sure, once you hit the backcountry and start playing the game, you can't help but get a little bit competitive. And Preston has seen people do all sorts of ridiculous things to try to get a leg up on the other team.
The woman who wanted to camouflage herself and went and rolled in the pond tank and then put leaves all over herself for the week. That was pretty bizarre. And then, like a team this week, you know, the tough ones who are out there sleeping out with nothing, just their pads on their blankets. And we did have a fist fight breakout between two cousins over a loot bag at the very end of the week, and that's the first. And you know, this whole deal started with like 1 page of rules, and now we're up to like 6. And that incident there added another rule to the page of, you know, got to remember it's still just a game.
A game like no other. And with the way the Outlaws are performing this week, it ain't even close.
And the way this week is going for one of the teams that's just wallowing in a mire and the other team that's just plain kicking butt out there, there's some real animosity going on the other team. And some of the fellas in this outlaw bunch here have some really big targets on them right now. So we'll see where they can make good on their threats. But yeah, someone has to come out on top.
As both teams ride all over this 125 square mile playing field, I want to let you in on a secret. There might be a reason the Outlaws are winning this game, and that reason is Russ and Andrea Imler from Ohio. Russ is a police officer, and his wife Andrea is both a teacher and a judo champion, and they're both very familiar with this backcountry.
Well, Andrea and I have been here. This is our 5th Posse Week, and we keep coming back because we like the competition. We get to ride the horses as much as we want. We've been on all-day rides this week, and at the same time, you get that adrenaline rush when you hear a paintball gun go off, and you get to chase after people, and you get to look for loot bags and solve riddles. There's not a better game in the world as far as we're concerned.
Okay, back to the action. The two teams are spending the day solving riddles and looking for loot bags.
From the door of the cabin. I said to 45 paces to the sunset, 45 paces to the cold, 38 paces towards Arizona. Not having no luck.
And when the posse returns to camp after a long day of riding, there's a little surprise waiting for them.
We've been waiting all day for them to come in, and it turned out well. We really got them by surprise. They had no idea we were here, and it turned out well. I think we got 7 or 8 kills to 0, so we really ambushed them well.
we come back here, we get ambushed, we got nothing done today except die.
So far none of us are dead.
Coming up next, the Posse's luck changes. Down 10-0 to the Outlaws, we mount an amazing comeback.
I think right now there's a little bit of revenge in my people here, and they're looking to go out and settle some scores. And so I wouldn't be surprised if the moonlight was casting some shadows on some horse riders tonight.
This is the final battle. We're up 2 kills, nothing. 2 kills. It's 11-9 right now. So our plan right now is to just go wipe them out, and we're going to ride back into the ranch, the winners.
You won't want to miss Posse Week's exciting finale when America's Horse returns.